Once again, we are back, Drench Gaming, with another episode of our Vandalia State Dragons. And before we get into it, I will say that this is a part two of our regular season, and after that, the next episode will be our bowl game and recruiting. So let's go. Next week, we are back against Arkansas. We trying to show the world that they ain't SEC, and we do right there with rushing. He gets another sack. He's been the anchor of our defensive line this season. Just been a standout player, and we're back on offense. Franklin, we're on offense for the first time, and Franklin gives the ball to Lewis. Lewis runs, and this first quarter was kind of tricky. You know what I mean? It remains scoreless for the most part. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering. We see, oh, that was almost a touchdown. If he could have held that one in, Latrell Anderson distraught. It's his senior year, first year playing college ball at a high level. He wants to get everything he can. Shit. And here we see Franklin dropping, throwing it to Davis. And Davis has been one of the most reliable receivers on this team. Davis and Lewis have been number 3 and 6. 3-6 Mafia. That's what we're gonna call for that one. The 3-6 Mafia. Yes. They have been going crazy. Perfect complementary pieces to Latrell Anderson. Corey Grant is there, but he couldn't make the tackle. And we see right here. Ooh, I thought I had the pick, but Morris catches it and he runs to get them in the red zone. And I'm just sitting here like, fuck. Like, so I just super sim. I see what's up. And we're back on offense. Franklin throws the ball. He catches it, and Davis tries to outrun him, but he does not. And then Franklin is back there again, avoids a sack, and throws it. Oh, and it went way past into the stands. And now Franklin drops back again. He throws, and Nicholas Harvey, runs it all the way into the end zone for the score. And we are really trying to show the world they ain't SEC. We are independent. We're just trying to show them that we can do our damn thing too. And right here, we try to hone in on the interception. The slow motion be messing me up. The slow motion really be messing me up, y'all. We're back on offense again, and it's kind of becoming a shootout as Lewis catches the ball, avoids a tackler, but is tackled by another guy that comes out of nowhere, and Lewis again avoids the tackle this time and runs to the A in the Arkansas end zone. That's how the fuck we do it. We are building a culture here at Vandalia State. As you see, the dragon with the V, and there are alternates. We do have like upgrades with the uniforms coming, all kind of different shit that you will see later in the mod. You see the replay, you see Lewis, he getting his swag on, you know what I mean? He's short with the blonde dreads, you know what I mean? They think he's so Fago, nah, I'm playing. They think he Lil Uzi, nah, I'm playing. But Jefferson runs, and that drive leads to nothing. So we're back on offense. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Franklin is dropping back, and he throws to Lewis. We played on varsity this game. It's pretty obvious as we see Lewis all the way to the R in the other end zone. The AR, and Hayden Franklin gets the longest pass in NCAA history. That's what happens when you play on varsity, y'all. You know what I mean? Little tricky, easy shit like that. You know what I mean? But you see, they do go down and score 21-28, but Lewis has just been unstoppable this game. He had like 300 total yards. I'm going to talk about Saint being out later. Nicholas Harvey avoids a tackler, and he's having a big day too. He's been having a pretty good season as that fourth receiver. You know what I mean? So they love to do that little jump on celebration. And at the end of the game, I sim it. And we're just seeing what goes on here. I think I paused the game right here. Shit, it's a long ass pause. Damn, like, yeah. And there it is, the end of the game. We are drenching Coach Chloe in Gatorade right now because it is Drench Gaming. And we are 4-5, and we are on our path to a bowl. And this Arkansas team wasn't particularly good either. They were 3-5 coming into the game. Next week we play against Notre Dame, and we're coming out swinging. This is our first nationally televised game on NBC at that. In our alternate red unis, and we fumble. Ooh, we fumble against Notre Dame, and they pick up the ball, and they are on offense. So we're in our alternates. It's not looking too good for us. But you know what? We're not going down with a fight. As we see Notre Dame's offense come out, we're trying to see what they're doing. We're trying to see what they're working with. And you know what? That actually is a completion. And well, no, it was a run. I wasn't looking at the screen. But Saint is running. Off of suspension, he's running again. See, Robert Saint has been committing academic fraud all season. Our player discipline is at an F. And we said, look, we're going to suspend you for a game because we don't have no more discipline points. But just know, you fuck up again, you're out of here. Lewis is out of there. As they get a fumble and they recover it and they drive all the way back down to their side of the field. Cohen throws and Corey Grant gets the pick in the end zone. That's how the fuck you do it. As he celebrates the hardest, the best corner in the NCAA right now, man. Damn, rocking the red. That nigga fire. Oh my God. And Lewis catches it right there. And you see, shout out to the team over at NCAA Next. If you look closely at the helmet, and if you look close at the helmet, you can see that we actually have the actual dragon logo now. And we have an actual real helmet that's used in real life as Franklin runs and gets all the way down to the one, picking up the first down on NBC at that. And Lewis takes it in and runs it in. And we're up 14-0 on Notre Dame. So now we're feeling cocky. Fuck them Irish niggas. That's exactly how we feel. And we see right there, Notre Dame ends up going down and scoring again off a kickoff return. And like I said, when I show y'all special teams, something crazy is bound to happen. So we're going to see what is up. Newman hasn't returned the ball at all this season, but he coughs it up right there, and Notre Dame gets it back inside the 20. Wow. But we do come back on offense, and we throw it to Davis. Davis catches it, and Franklin is trying to do everything he can in his power to win, and he's running, he's scrambling, and gets knocked off. That 82 speed goes a long time. 60 attempts, 88 yards. Talk about a mobile pocket passing QB, and Lewis in our new end zone also. Vandalia State. Oh my God, that is how you do it. That is exactly how you do it. And now we're into the third quarter, 13-21 us, and we're just gonna keep trying to apply pressure to this tricky little Irish team. I haven't showed y'all a lot of defense. I only show really defensive highlights, but this defense, my controller fucks up right here, but this offense has been they've been doing a little bit of something. They've been doing a little bit of something. As you see Robert Saint's stats right there, he might not even be on this team next season. You know, he's on academic probation at this point, and if anything else happens, you know, he gets the boot. And there we go. We score. We kick a field goal and we score. You know what I mean? Which ends up sealing the game for us, and we win against Notre Dame. 24-13. You see Anderson there showing Notre Dame some love. And you know, these wins aren't the prettiest wins. They aren't the most highest scoring contest ever, but you know what? They're wins. In our second to last game right here against Rutgers, and this is where we decide if we are a bowl team or not. Bowl or bust. On our first game on ESPN also. You know what I mean? Vandalia got that independent ESPN contract, you dig, and we got a contract with Stadium, you dig, and we gonna be on Fox, you dig. Like I said, we didn't come out here against Rutgers. We did not come out here to play. And earlier in the season, we started off slow and did a lot of shit, but we got all the way down. to the red zone, and Franklin ends up throwing a pick. He's had a slight interception problem this season, but you know what? It's all good because he comes back and gets us out of hell and throws to Latrell and another one to Latrell, but he fumbles. And the defense recovers, Rutgers recovers, and they come back with 7. They might have 7 already before, but we throw to Latrell Anderson, and he avoids 3 tacklers. He angles it. This is how you're supposed to run away from a hippo. You're supposed to zigzag all the way into the Rutgers end zone with the arm cross. Yes, the senior Latrell Anderson is doing everything he can to improve his draft stock. He might be the first player from Vandalia to go pro. You never know. And we're back on offense here. Franklin throws a dime to Davis. Oh my God. Franklin throws another one to Anderson, and Anderson is avoiding them. He's just getting after it today. Anderson, he's like, fuck it. We're going to a bowl. We are going to a bowl. But before this drive, Rutgers had went down and scored, and I probably should have mentioned that before, but I'm freestyling off the dome. And another one to Davis. I don't know how many receiving yards Davis has, but this is what happens when you play on varsity and he gets the touchdown as he steps on the tee and he gets on his knee. Oh my God, we are having an out-of-body experience this game. This looks like a real FBS team right there. As you see, Lewis drops the pass. Also, you see his stats right there. 19 touchdowns and 9 picks on the season. He's kind of ass. But it's all good when you're independent in your first year and the sophomore throws to Lewis and he gets the score. He's beating on his chest because at this point, he's the king of the motherfucking jungle. He is the king of Rutgers. Right here, as you see Franklin drops back, he throws to Lewis, and Lewis, it gives him the star-studded moment. He breaks a tackle, another one gets after him, and he's in for the touchdown. Oh my God, once again, beating on his chest, because he's the motherfucking king. You see right there, Coach Chloe with the end score being 49-28. We completely dominated them. You see Coach Chloe right there, shaking hands, kissing babies, but you know what? Last game of the season against Temple at home in the snow. And you know what? We're back on our shit. 6-5. We don't want to go 6-6. We want a chance to play in a decent bowl at least. Fuck. Let me see. We got the whole crew here. Kirk Herbstreit, the first time they picked us. And we're feeling like a Cinderella story right here as we see Franklin drops back and throws a touchdown to Anderson. Oh my God, that connection has just been so beautiful this season. Sad that this is Anderson's last year, and it seems like we've just been on an insane winning streak as Holly gets his second pick of the year, but we are just trying to survive. All of the losses that we had, I simmed. You know, all the losses in the regular season we had, I simmed. So we are just trying to build off of those losses as we see Saint. This might be his last game in the Dragons uniform as he goes and scores. He's making everything out of this opportunity he can because it is not looking too good for him. He's on academic probation. We're trying to see what that shit is looking like. As Lewis avoids the tackler, he's going to run all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Now, these were really just highlights of the season. Really, these were just highlights of the season. And you see, we take that game easily. We win 28-7, and we are 7-5 going into the postseason. And we will see what bowl we are in right after this break.